CVT exhaust and intake install on a 2009 Can-Am Outlander 800. I used the Can-Am XMR 800 off 2011 parts. This is the stock exhaust piece, really low. Bolts in there. I got the exhaust and the new grommet because mine was worn. Here's the new one. Goes right in place. And it puts you from there to there. It bolts right on. There's one bolt right here. I also got that one. Can-Am part number. And there's a little self-tapping screw right there. It holds it in. I had to move a few of these wires, make it fit, but otherwise it bolts right on. This piece fits right on. I don't have to cut it. I did the same thing to my 09 Renegade, but I had to cut the tops because it hit the pod. This one bolts right on. Next, I'll show you the intake. Back CVT intake location. You pull this piece. This is all the higher it is in here. Pretty low. It's underneath the fender. Alright, you're going to want to wrap that with some just some cheap tin tape. Got this from Menards. Where it's by the exhaust there. Did the same thing with the CVT exhaust one. CVT intake XMR is now there. It used to be right there. Extended it right there. Bolted right in. The only thing I had to do was cut this. There was a piece on here. There is an XMR airbox mod. It's actually this hose right here, something like that, but they want you to put it back here, and there's an adapter that goes with it, which is right here, and then that's supposed to mount back there. But instead of doing that, and instead of having to cover up that hole, what I did is I just took a piece of PVC, melted it so it would bend in there, RTV'd it in, and then just cut a chunk of it. So now all my intakes, this is a CVT exhaust, CVT intake, airbox intake, and then for the fuel line, just got some regular line like Napa. It goes on there. You just run it up here, put the stock filters on right underneath, and all your intakes are up underneath your pod, and you can go that deep. Kind of like the stealth snorkel setup. Gas vent line. Just ran it right up the new CVT exhaust. Put the stock stuff back on it. Just set up in here like that. Cover on. The last thing I did was the XMRs have a hole cut out here with a piece that covers this. Well, it only fits on the Gen 2, so I didn't get that on here. So I just drilled some holes so the CVT exhaust can breathe out. Did the same thing on this side so the CVT intake and airbox intake can breathe.